Hey folks, well, we're back. We're back in the world of Final Fantasy VI. I had a good time doing this last time, so I figured, what the hell, we'll keep going. We'll go through the whole game. Why not? It's a fun one. So for those of you who didn't join us last time, I'm doing a Let's Play of Final Fantasy III, just by myself, no Paul or John this time. Also, if you are joining us for the first time, you might want to go back and watch that first episode. You kind of miss out on some stuff. So right now, we are... Where's his favorite? Who's? So right now, we are... just got out of Figaro, and we are heading to Mount Colts to cross over so that we can get to the returner base and meet with Bannon, the leader of the returners. As I said before, I'm playing Final Fantasy III. It's just one of my favorite games. I played it plenty of times. I don't think I'll have anything particularly insightful or deep or meaningful to say, but I know a lot about the game, and we can just have a nice, chill, relaxing Let's Play. There's been a lot of stress this year, so why don't we all just kick back and relax and play a classic video game. So right now we're ransacking this. Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't need to stay at the inn. I can get a free nap in this rando's bed. Just like in real life. If you're tired, just open a door to a nearby home and climb into bed, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Sabin was here. So Sabin is Edgar's twin brother. Whoa, old man. Sabin is Edgar's twin brother, who, if you were paying attention last time, after their father died, there was somewhat of a spat over succession. Not fighting to see who got to be king. Neither of them wanted to be king. So Sabin apparently won the coin toss and got to just leave. Oh no, Master Duncan. Alright, well, bye. So Duncan is the martial arts master who trained Sabin, and also Duncan's own son, Vargas, who sounds like perhaps not a very happy man. So, as I said before, these fights are pretty easy earlier in the game. I'm just going to have Edgar be doing most of the combat, purging everything with auto crossbow, and I'll have Locke just occasionally steal some things so that we can beef up our inventory. Alright, we made it to Mount Colts. When I first played this game, I found this part really hard, which in retrospect is pretty funny because it's actually quite easy. But I don't remember whether I got lost or what, but I got pretty wrecked early on when I played this game in this place. Really, there's not much to do here. There's a few items, but we're really just cutting across to the other side. Shadow person jumping around like an idiot up there. I guess they did do a little bit of damage. But thankfully we've got plenty of items and magic, so we'll be fine. And everybody's leveling up. Quick heal spell. Let's see if that guy, shadow figure, has vanished. It's best not to spend a lot of time outside in this place because the enemies inside tend to be a little bit easier. Guardian, I think that's a knife, right? Yeah. Nice beefy knife for Locke. Actually, I'm going to try to steal from some of these guys, because they actually have some equipment that Savin can use. Oh, lock. Disappoint me once again, my friend. It's alright. Thankfully, we've got Edgar here to clean up your mess. This is kind of the last stop before things start to open up a little bit more. Oops. And like I said, we want to get rid of these guys quickly. Guess I should probably be having them target different characters, since Edgar's auto crossbow isn't quite... Oh, never mind. Take it back. Tent. No. Pincher attack. That's fun. Now we do want them both to attack the same guy, because Edgar can only use the auto crossbow on one side. As you can see, Locke's Guardian Dagger now is doing quite a bit more damage, so that's cool. Ugh. Ooh, this is actually a little yucky. Don't really want to get killed out here. Locke's getting a little bit of a beating. Heal him up a little bit. Terra gained a level. Everybody's gaining levels. So, like I was saying, I might actually use that tent in a little bit to just top everyone off once we get to the save point. This place isn't really that big. It's just early in the game. We've got a small, relatively untested party. Don't want to be making too many mistakes. There we go. Bandana. Vaguely useful piece of equipment. Heal up Terra too. We're just about at the part of the game where things start to get particularly interesting, so bear with me. Actually, can Locke equip that? No time to wait for Savin. I've got a use for this now. Oh, more shadow figures. Who's that? Let's see if we can steal another one of those bandanas. I wonder if they turned the random encounter rate down in some of the later versions, because I don't remember getting this swarmed. Not that it's a big deal, we can still handle these guys pretty easily. Clean them out. That's gonna hurt. Yeah. Ooh, follow-up attack. What a jerk. Curiosity, how many tonics do I have? Quite a few. But Terra's got magic. Magic can be restored. So we're just going to keep using that for the time being. And there is a save point coming up that I can use that tent I just found at. Perfect. Not just one, but we'll get more. So tents fully heal your your hit points and your magic points, which is nice mid-dungeon. In the older Final Fantasies, tents would partially heal you, and cabins would fully heal you. Uh-oh, plants. Oops. These guys can poison you, which at this point in the game, yeah, poison is not a huge deal, but at this point in the game, it's a little annoying since it can wear your hit points down pretty quickly. But we're almost out of here, so. Now we get a pincer attack against them, which is nice because now we deal extra damage. And they do not. A few more levels for everybody. This is kind of this little spiral down to a central cave. Definitely glad I picked up those sprint shoes. Well, that's it. Yep. That's alright. We got some antidotes, we got some magic, we'll be fine. Actually, I'm pretty sure Terra learned the antidote spell. As far as status effects go, poison's not that bad. It just gradually wears down your hit points. Who's that fellow? Oops. Just wanted to give us one last scuffle before we talk to this fellow. How's everybody's hit points doing? Use one of my precious tonics to heal up Terra. So this is Vargas. And he just jump kicked us in the face, so not a cool dude. Yeah, just straight up attacks people. And he's got bears with him. Friggin' bears. Hold on, what's going on? Whatever. I wanted to be able to multi-target those guys, but so much for that. Interesting. Returning the favor with the poison. Uh-oh. That's actually not good. That might be the end of Terra. Yup. Damn it. I'm actually gonna die here? That's gonna be pretty annoying. Well, this fight's actually, we're really just trying to... Oh, okay. We basically won. You just need to take out those bears and then survive for a couple seconds. I was just curious if Vargas had anything on him. Oh, come on. It's becoming more of a nail biter than I... Okay. Here we go. Yeesh, that was a little closer than I was expecting. So Vargas murdered his father after his father chose Sabin as his martial arts successor. Well, we've all been there. Sabin's trying to sweet talk Vargas into surrendering. Vargas is using his fist to blow away the party, which is good because they were on their last leg. So now we're playing as Sabin, and we gotta just finish off Vargas. So this is actually a little bit of a gimmick. Vargas hits you with Doomfist, which gives you the Condemned status effect, which counts down, and once it hits 0, you just die. What I just did, though, was a Blitz attack, and that's, you don't have to actually like deal a certain amount of damage to Vargas, you just have to do the Blitz, that particular Blitz attack to end the fight. And that's the end of that. And that's all there is to it, so the brothers are back. So Sabin is the monk character class of Final Fantasy. We'll talk a little bit about him in a minute. Okay, so first we gotta revive Terra. I never actually noticed that in this version they're called Phoenix Downs, F-E-N-I-X. There must have been some kind of character limit they couldn't fit the P-H-O-E. Oh, sorry, Terra, you didn't survive that encounter, and now I'm going to use your abilities to heal everybody else up so we all don't die. So like I was saying, Sabin is the monk character class, and in this game monks function a little bit differently. In the older games, monks usually just had some menu options that you would select, but you can see here there is a menu option called Blitz. So Sabin has a series of basically fighting game type commands that you can use to pull off certain moves. So the one that you saw during the Vargas fight was Pummel, sort of the Dragon Ball Z style, or I guess more Fist of the North Star rapid punching. There's also Aura, I think it's called Aura Blast, which is like a Hadouken motion. You shoot a Dragon Ball Z style energy blast, and then a suplex, which I know there's kind of a running internet joke about. At a certain point in this game, spoilers, Sabin can suplex an entire train during a fight, which is kind of funny. So, for old time's sake, we'll pull that off once we get there. Oh, and there's another tent, which I'm probably not going to use, because I think there's some free heals up ahead. Oh, one last fight before we get out of here. Maybe we'll get a chance to pull off some of Sabin's moves. Let's see. If you goof them up, well, let's see if I... No, Aura Bolt. Yeah, that deals quite a bit of damage. If you goof up the Blitz moves, if you don't do them correctly, you just waste Sabin's turn. Let's see if I can pull off... Yeah, suplex. Also deals quite a bit of damage. Yeah, Sabin's kind of one of my favorite characters in this game. Another complaint that you'll occasionally here leveled against Final Fantasy VI is that I'm going to put 7 in the back row because, like his brother, his moves are not his blitz moves are not dependent upon where he's standing in the line. Another complaint that you'll occasionally hear leveled against this game is that it's too easy to break. As in, there are a lot of ways you can really overpower your team. Which is true, but again, like that's only if you're like really paying attention. With the exception of Sabin. Sabin is a little bit of a broken character. His moves, especially as the game goes on a bit, he gains most of his blitzes as he levels up, but there are a few of them, actually I guess just one, that you get through a specific story instance. And they are all, here we are, we're at the returner base. They're all pretty overpowered. The first time I played this game, this looks exactly like the exit to Mount Colts, so I thought I had wandered back to the same spot, and it actually took me forever to get to the returner's base because I didn't realize it was this spot because it looked the same. Here we are. We joined up to the returners. I always kind of like the returner sprite for whatever reason. He's very clearly anime influenced. Let's get his little goggles and things. Actually, before we go that way, I'm going to poke around and just make sure that I didn't miss anything. Every base has got to have a bar. Is my money doing pretty good? I don't think I really need to buy anything at this point. So I'm not exactly sure, but it doesn't let you through till you talk to Bannon. But I can come over here. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm thinking my recording might actually be cutting out some of the visual aspects of this game, so apologies if that is the case. It looked like some of the multi-targeting effects weren't showing up on the screen, but try to fix that later, I suppose. The recording actually looks a lot nicer than my TV, which is really blurring out this game. I guess I need a new TV. Ooh, save point. You might have noticed I'm a compulsive saver. I really hate redoing things, so I will be saving frequently. Alright, there he is. The old wise man, Bannon. Leader of the returners, leader of the rebellion, hero in the fight against the Empire. Yeah, so flashback to that earlier scene. I do think Kefka was just having you test out your fighting abilities against the Empire's own troops, because he's a jerk and he doesn't care about people. Putting a lot of pressure onto Terra. So now we're in control of Terra, and we just gotta kind of chat up these folks. Aw. Terra wants a boyfriend or girlfriend. We don't need to be heteronormative. a nice supportive guy Locke is. We're without our sprint shoes, so we're back to dragging along. Yeah, that's what every political movement says, buddy. Here we go. Free swag. Ooh, air lancet. I think that's another knife for Locke. True Knight's a relic, which not super useful. This is the cave that has the weird little secret passage in it. There's a lot of like weird little offshoot passages in some of these cave areas. I don't remember all of them, so apologies. Oh, get out of the way. He really doesn't want me to leave this room. So everybody wants Terra to join the fight against the Empire, but she is amnesiac and indecisive. Sabin's belly laugh. That's nice and supportive. Nothing here yet. I need to go talk to Bannon. I think he's out here. There he is. So, this decision doesn't really matter. It's kind of the equivalent of the Dragon Quest, but thou must. The game's going to play out the same way regardless. But you actually get 2 different items depending on which one you agree to. And the item for refusing is, at this point in the game, quite a bit better. So I'm going to say no. I think you have to turn him down a few times, actually. Oh. Terra's being indecisive. It's a little bit early in the game for this much drama. But so it is. Uh-oh. Oh no. My best friend. What's his name? Oh, they took his lunch money. Uh-oh. Locke's carrying a torch for Terra and is hoping that pervy Edgar doesn't steal her away. You're the leader, buddy. You tell us. Genji Glove. Yeah, this is a pretty useful item. It allows a character to equip 2 weapons and basically dual wield and do double attacks. If you agree to join the Returners, you get a gauntlet. which allows you to hold one weapon in two hands and do extra damage. I'm probably going to be wrong about this, so somebody can correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure you deal more damage with the dual strike than you do with the powered up hit. You can't equip a shield either way, but shields aren't that useful, so... also, gauntlets are a little bit easier to come by than Genji Gloves. Both of them you can steal from certain enemies later in the game. What's the party looking like? Okay. Few little quick tweaks. Did they take all Locke's gear off of him? He's going to need that eventually. No. Put the plumed hat on for now. Yeah, they did take all Locke's gear off of him. But he's going to need it himself at some point, so... Okay, so you might have noticed... so Bannon has joined our party now, but you cannot change his equipment, and he didn't get one of those little black screen introductory scenes. So Bannon is a playable character, but he is not a permanently playable character. So he's just with us for a little while, and which makes sense. His gear is actually pretty damn good. So let's see. Before we go traipsing off, gonna save my game. Oh, did they take Edgar's relic off of him? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this on. Nope. If I can navigate the menus, I'm gonna put that on him. And I'm gonna put the True Knight, again, if I remember where to do it, on Edgar. Because he's got somewhat higher hit points. And he's in the back row, so he's gonna be taking less damage anyways. Save, so Locke is out of our party for the time being, but don't worry, he's not going anywhere. Airline set, that's probably... Oh, let's see. Yeah, airline set. Yeah, it's stronger than the Guardian, so when we get Locke back in our party, we'll toss that back on him probably. Alright, let's get out of here. So this is one of the couple points in the game where it's almost like an auto-scrolling section. So I'm going to jump onto this raft, and I'll have a few points where I can decide different paths to take, but otherwise we're just kind of on this raft for the long... Oh, actually, for the long haul. You can't really avoid encounters or anything. I'm also going to put Bannon in the back row, because if Bannon dies at any point while he's in our party, it's an instant game over. And that sucks, so we don't want that to happen. And we don't really need him to be doing much of the fighting, you'll see in a moment. Yeah. Yep, I just said that. I kind of forget some of the paths here. You get a few little treasure chests if you go certain ways, so... So Bannon's one... Whoops. Oh, you dummy, Mike. I screwed up the... That's what happens when you screw up the blitz. Bannon's one ability is called Health, and he just restores your health. It's a free heal all, which is good. There we go. The one drawback from Sabin's blitz attacks is you cannot choose who they target. So there's a little bit of randomness to them, but honestly it doesn't matter. And during most boss fights you're only swinging at one guy anyways. I think we always want to go left. Oh. Not having a good go at this. Maybe I'll do the suplex one. That's a little easier to pull off. Banon's health is kind of the equivalent of like the Cure 2 spell. Or Cura, as it's more widely known within the series. Yeah. Alright, it's coming back to me. It definitely matters who Sabin hits, because he deals quite a bit more damage than anybody else at this point in the game. Oh, I spoke too soon. That's alright. Everybody's gaining levels. Yeah, perfect. I think this is a treasure oh, save point. Ooh, did I miss the treasure chest then? Oh well. I'm gonna move Terra to the back row too, because if I did miss the treasure chest, and this is the boss that we're heading off to, it seemed a little too soon. Oh, whatever. Yeah, this is definitely the boss. And this boss is kind of tough at this point in the game. He has a few moves that, if you are in the front row, can pretty easily one-shot you, so this will hopefully give Banon a chance to heal everybody up. Oh, God. They're usually not that hard. I'm just really out of practice, I guess. Oh, perfect. Yeah, the big annoying thing about these... oops. Okay. Yeah, the big annoying thing about some of these fights is because you are on rail. There he is. Because you're on rails, you can't like go into the menu in between fights. So here's the boss, and this is Ultros, a recurring comic relief villain. Who is weak to fire. There we go. He does counterattack it, but it doesn't matter if she gets blinded, because she's casting magic, which is not affected by that. Yeah, that if you're in the front row, that will straight up kill Terra. So, again, they don't play this up in the the North American release, but in the Japanese game, the octopus in like Japanese pop culture is kind of considered like the pervert animal. So he tends to focus his attacks on Terra because he's a pervy octopus, so... It doesn't matter if he blinds ban. Actually, I mean, blind is useless against this particular party for this fight because I'm not doing any physical attacking. Yeah, in case in case anybody doesn't know, the blind status effect just means it dramatically. Okay, that's that. It dramatically lowers your accuracy with physical attacks, and like most comedy bosses, I guess really Gilgamesh from Final Fantasy V was sort of the first one of those in the Final Fantasy series. So Ultros is Final Fantasy VI's follow-up to Gilgamesh. Yeah, see, it's the, the pervy octopus. Well, not if I'm controlling you, apparently. So I don't know if the implication's supposed to be that Ultros, like, threw him out of the water, or what. So long, bro. Yeah, there he goes. So long, buddy. He's not dead. He's just gone. Gone from the party moments after joining us. Like I said, the opening of this game is a little loopy. Okay, so at this point, the scenario, this is where you really start to get the impression that this is an ensemble cast. Because, hey, it's Mog. We all remember him. What a guy. Yeah, now they remember to not let you touch his equipment. So this is where you really start to get the feeling that this is an ensemble cast because the story splits in three directions. You can follow Locke as he attempts to sabotage the Empire's advance in South Figaro. You can follow Terra, Edgar, and Bannon as they continue on to Narsh on the raft. Or you can follow Sabin as he does a whole lot of wacky stuff. Sabin's scenario is the most fun. You have to do all three, though, so we're going to just follow them in order. I can probably knock Terra's scenario out in a couple of minutes, so that's what I'm going to do first. I think we have like one more fight on the raft, and then we're back to whatever. Yeesh. We'll rearrange the party a little bit once we get a chance to go back into the menus. This particular stretch of the story is real quick. We just have to get out of this place. Another fight, I guess. You also definitely want to save at that save point that Mog has access to, because it would suck if you didn't and then you got killed by one of these river battles, because then you'd have to do the whole boss fight over again. I could probably be using Terra's magic since we'll get a chance to rest shortly. But it doesn't matter. I mean, Edgar is doing most of the fighting at this point. And they did, graciously clear those two blind status effects that I got slammed with during the Ultros fight. We've definitely not seen the last of Ultros, so if you enjoyed that, don't worry, he's coming back. Oh, come on. Alright, I think that's it. Yay, we made it. Okay, let's put her back in the front row so she can actually do something. Well, my sprint shoes are on 7, so we'll be a little bit slow, but it really doesn't matter. This is, like I said, it's real quick. Hey, remember this? We're back to the very beginning of the game. Feels like we never left. Let's do a quick... Remember the tutorial house? With its sweet full heal bucket? Thank you. Alright, well, time to just march it. Oh, hey. They're like, wait a minute. Didn't you just kill a whole bunch of people in here? Oh no. They're just punching everyone. Yeah, so again, remember, a mere hour ago, they were attempting to capture Terra, and now they're just like, we know you with your murder robots and Empire troops. Get out of here. Just get. Now, remember I said earlier how Locke made a particular point of reminding us that there is a secret passage here. Actually, he didn't. He opened it from the other side, but who cares? We're in. All right. Well, we're cornered again, but thankfully these enemies are very weak. We even have Bannon do some fighting this time. Like I said, Bannon actually has a pretty strong weapon on him right now. It's one of the better magic user weapons. I think I gotta keep going through the mine. We skimmed over this when Locke was dragging an unconscious Terra out of here. I do know that there are some secret passages around here for some extra items. None of it is, like, vitally important. That's why I'm probably not going to bother trying to find it. And I'm also doing a Let's Play, and I don't want to waste everybody's time. Okay, yeah, this is the right way. So, this is a little puzzle where you have to follow the light or you get attacked. And the fight is not impossible, but I'm pretty sure I remember how to do this. There we go. Yeah, the fight's not super hard, but there's no reason to get all involved in that right now. We don't really need to. Oh. Well, we can cut through here. This may look familiar to you. Why, yes. It's the place where we had that weird little tactical battle last time. Hey! It's our buddies. The Moogles. they don't really ever say anything else. Oh, well, he's clearly the eloquent one of the bunch. I'm pretty sure that guy, we want to remember where he's standing because later there's an item behind him that we can get. Come back through here. This is certainly... Whoa, we pushed this guy right out in the hallway. Hey. Ooh, that's a good weapon that I am not going to equip on anybody else right now because somebody different is going to need it later. So remember the secret passage I told you about? There's that weird looking door, but we can only go through one way. Oh, I was going to say I'm surprised he survived that, but he's got one of those like terminal attacks. Guess I missed that last time. Oh, there's a save point. And as I told you, I am a compulsive saver. Don't like having to repeat things. You jerk, throwing wrenches at me. I think we're out. This just brings us back to the old man's house. Remember the nice old guy who saved Terra back in the beginning? Well, there he is. He's got a name now, Arvis. Arvis Tamzarian. It's not really his last name. Town's neutral, even though they just got nuked by the Empire a little while back. Just like how when the US got bombed in World War II, they were like, I don't know. I want to sit this one out still. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Yep. That's how it works, buddy. Alright, well that's that's Terra's scenario. Oops. So Sabin's is more fun, but it's also quite a bit longer. And just looking at the time, I think we've got enough time to finish off Locke's scenario, and then we'll pick up with Sabin's next time. So Locke is trapped in Figaro. Yeah, so oh yeah, that makes sense. Alright, we'll give him all his good gear back. And do we have any decent relics? No, not right now, not when he's flying solo. But I've got somebody who I'm going to give that to in short order. Alright, so this is kind of yeah, we all know about the secret passages. Compulsive save. So this is kind of the Final Fantasy VI equivalent of a stealth section. It's not really, but you have to kind of sneak around the town, and don't worry, I'm going to buy another pair of sprint shoes when I get over to the relic shop. You have to sneak around the town, avoiding the Imperial... Yeah, like, if you go and talk to this guy, he will absolutely maul you. And I don't like being mauled. You better believe it, lady. So you're trying to basically make your way to the rich man's house on the other side of town, that guy that I pointed out in the last Let's Play, because there's a secret passage under his house. I think this guy's going to fight me if I try to... Yeah. There is a secret passage under his house, and that will get you out of town. But to do that, you have to pick up a few different disguises. So Locke is just picking fights with random dudes in shops. Oh, come on. So I'm fighting a merchant right now. There we go. That's what I needed. Oh, no. So you have to steal disguises from different enemies throughout town. And I like how his name changes from merchant to birthday suit. And then they just run away. You're not allowed to kill naked people in this game. Just beat this guy unconscious. So I'm pretty sure the first suit we need is... Get out of the way, lady. The merchant suit, because I think that lets us... remember the cider guy? Cider, quote-unquote. It's definitely booze in the original version. Well, once we get cider, he'll alert us to some secrets that we can use too. Yeah, if you're dressed as Locke, or if you're dressed as an Imperial, that kid won't let you through. And you need him to let you through, because otherwise you can't. I think I can talk to this guy. Yeah, you actually get different responses depending upon if you talk to them dressed as Locke or as an Imperial. Yeah, so the green guys, you can take their gear from. I think this is just the same crap that I had before, so... Little kid hiding over there. Okay, you weird pervo kid. I really want to get to that relic shop so I can buy some sprint shoes. Alright, I think I need an Imperial disguise. Thankfully, there's one over here. I mean, you can straight up kill this guy, but you really need his gear more. Yeah, I don't think in any of the dozens of times I've played this game, I don't think I've ever been able to successfully pull off an attack against a quote-unquote birthday suit. So now the Imperial soldiers will chat with me a little bit more. And the townsfolk will be all rude and condescending. I don't think the mechs will still attack me, though. Well, you can see what they think about their commanding officer. I think this guy gets out of the way. Okay, that's what we needed. We needed him out of the way. I think this guy... Yeah. Ah, here we go. Delicious sprint shoes. Slap those babies on. Actually, I guess I did have the other pair too, didn't I? Oh no, they're on, they're equipped on Sabin, which is what I wanted to do anyways. So just attack people in the street. Guy doesn't want to talk to me. Fine, be that way. Okay, this, well, before we do this part, I just want to make sure there's nothing else I need to do around here. Yeah, this is where we need to go, because we need to get the old man his cider. Yeah, it was definitely booze in the original Japanese version. Okay, yeah, this is all we need to do, so gotta get back in here. And gotta rough up this guy. Remember him? He was rude to us before. Now he's a paranoid nutcase, thinking that we're trying to steal from... Oh, fuck. Trying to steal from him. Which we are, but it's rude of him to just assume that. Oh, for God's sake. I'm going to assume it's that bulky Imperial armor weighing him down. There we go. Another plumed hat, which we don't need. Got the cider. Now time to go get that old man. Oops. Time to go liquor up that old man. Everybody's favorite hobby. I guess I'm kind of taking the long way, whatever. That's what I got sprint shoes for, my friend. For sprinting. Oh, you old lush. Ugh, old man. You are useless. That's okay. Courage. The finest of the virtues. Whoop. Alright. Sneaking off to the rich man's house. Hey, remember this place? It's gone quiet. Too quiet. That's cool. You get slightly different dialogue if you're dressed as one of the green soldiers here. Actually, that's where I'll talk to these kids real quick. It sucks to be this guy. Oh yeah, we did need that secret. Rich people always want more. What's that we hear? It sounds like the Black Wind from Chrono Trigger, but it's actually this secret passage that I found earlier and told you about. Alrighty. So you can change out. You actually get, so depending on what you're dressed as when you get down here, you get slightly different scenes. Peeking through the old peephole. Yep. That's the Empire just slapping women around. Actually, in other ports of this game, they cut that little bit out, where they show him just beating on the captured Selus. So this is Selus, one of the Empire's former generals, who turned traitor when she began to question their methods. And as you can see by the standard black background scene, she is a playable character and one of our vital party members, Selus. And actually, I would say probably the most important plot character after Terra. We spend a pretty good chunk of the early game with Terra, but a pretty good chunk of the late game with Selus. What an ass. Way to be a jerk. There's a little gag here. Yeah, if you're dressed as an Empire troop, you are like standing next to the door and salute, where if you're a merchant or lock, you hide up in the rafters. Of course we want to remove her chains. We're a good person. Locke's a good guy. That's the Princess Leia, aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? Actually, I think if you're dressed as an Imperial, she says something along those lines. Oh, she said the secret words for Locke, the Marty McFly's chicken equivalent. A woman claiming that she can't be protected. Alright, so let's see. She has garbage gear because she got all of her crap stolen by the Empire. Probably would have been a good idea to buy some extra armor to give to her now, but whatever, who cares? And actually, we are going to give her that Genji Glove. So now she is dual wielding and will be particularly efficient. So that Ruin Edge weapon, Selus, you may have noticed, has MP, unlike most of the other characters with the exception of Terra. The Ruin Blade uses a little bit of MP to deal critical hits, which can be kind of a crappy trade-off, but we really want to get out of here quick, so dealing damage is important. And Selus's special ability is pretty useful for refilling her MP, so it'll probably be okay. Alright, we gotta steal something from this guy. This man who can stay awake for days and then instantly fell asleep. Stealing is wrong. Yeah, whatever, dude. Alright. Let's boogie. There's a yay, save point. Yeah, this next part isn't particularly hard, but if you let it drag out too long, I mean, you've only got 2 people, and they're not the sturdiest. Yes, as the little girl's rhyme said, we want to wind the clock. So we come... Oh, jeez. That's fast. Yeah, so we kind of want to get out of here quick before we get worked over. As I said, Locke is not the sturdiest of fellows. How much MP did that eat? Oh, whoa, okay. I take it back. Sorry, Selus. Need that MP. Alright, so there's a bunch of like secret passages around here with some pretty good gear in them. Oops. Yeah, like I said, you get mauled here pretty easily, so we don't have a ton of time. And I did just use half of Selus's MP for those 2 critical hits that I definitely didn't need. Well, how many? Oh, we got a lot of tonics. We'll be okay. The dogs tend to run away if there's ever just one of them. There we go. Thank you. There's definitely some other stuff around here, though, which I'm gonna take a few minutes to try and find, but I don't want to die, so... Not for the counterattacks. Jeez. So Selus is kind of a knight character. Her abilities are a little different. Alright, there's definitely a way to... Her abilities are a little bit different, and I'm going to wait until we get a little bit further to explain them. That's a dead end. We want to... Actually, these guys are easier than the dog, so... Oops. Oh, nice, using the potions. That's fine. Doesn't matter. There we go, okay. This is what I wanted. That's very good. And that's pretty good, too. Is there another secret around now? Alright, and there's one thing up here that I want. Well, I did waste 2 strong healing items, but that's fine because once we're out of here, it doesn't really matter anymore. Come on, Locke, you gotta take these guys down in one shot. I forget who it was. It might have been Pitchfork who wrote... There we go, okay. Now she can stop taking a savage beating from these guys. Who wrote an article about how in every progressive Final Fantasy, the the soldiers of the evil empire get wimpier and wimpier, and it's like in this version they're kind of middle ground. Like they can put up a decent fight sometimes, but they're not incredibly sturdy. Where like just talking to the Imperial soldiers in the Famicom Final Fantasy II was basically instant death. Alright, that we want to equip too. I think these will boost her magic power a little bit. No, I really don't want that ruined thing equipped. Not right at the moment. Everybody remind me when we get to Sabin's chapter to buy a bunch of tonics, because I might actually need those. There might be a secret passage there, but I think we gotta get out of here before my health gets too low. Ugh. Ooh, jeez. Enough with that. Alright, I'm gonna use some precious MP to heal her back up. Aww. One of these places there's something out. Well, who cares? We're out of here. Yay, we made it out. Okay. Now, we are not heading to the returner base. We are heading back through that cave that you may remember. And we are going to return to Narsh. Now, like I said, I think if I had left these treasure chests alone the first time I came through, there'd be slightly better stuff when I came through here now. But I don't really care. You also have to cut through here like way later in the game, so it might be that I gotta leave them until the very, very end, in which case the items don't matter anymore. I think I'm about to get healed to full anyways, but yeah, we're gonna skip all this crap. It sounds ominous. Yeah, there's slightly stronger enemies when you come through this time. Okay. I was wondering that too. Yay, recovery spring. Everybody remember that turtle for later. Okay, it's boss time. Oh, jeez, really? I'm about to get attacked by the boss, and I'm gonna have low HP because I just got worked over by these turds. I'll show you, I'm going right back to that heal spring, you jerks. There we go. Okay. Okay. Tunnel armor. Okay, so this is what Selus is saying. So, like a lot of the Empire's weaponry, these things have been infused with magic and are going to start blasting us with spells. But Selus' special ability is called Runic, and it allows her to absorb the next spell that is cast. So the spell doesn't go off, and she gains the MP that the spell costs. This ability is useful in this fight, and basically never again in the rest of the game, outside of maybe one or two very specific instances. Most of the time, once you start having more magic to use, using Runic just ends up absorbing your own spell. It gets very difficult to time things. Alright, so we're going to have Locke do most of the fighting this battle, because otherwise we're going to die. Because this guy hits with really hard spells, and as long as she keeps using Runic, it won't be able to hurt us. The only problem will be if his occasional physical attack. There we go. Makes the fight drag out a little bit, but also then you're not getting smoked by spells. Ooh, that hurt. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those ones, but the occasional drill to the face is no match for Runic. Though, actually, I'm gonna have Locke. Do that. Yeah, so the as you can see, the problem with Runic is if you are if they don't use magic, you've essentially wasted your turn, and it can be kind of difficult to predict when any given enemy is going to use magic. I mean, I could probably just heal my way through this fight, but yeah. Kind of a gimmick battle. That's that. Hey, an elixir. That's useful. And that's that. I will. Look at all my choices. Oh, one of them. Alright, well, we made it through Locke's and Terra's scenario. Now we've just got Sabin's to go. Sabin's is quite a bit longer than all the other ones, so we will be doing that at a later date. But in the meantime, thank you for joining me again. It was a good time, and yeah, we'll have another episode soon where we see what happened to Sabin after he jumped into a raging river attempting to punch an octopus. Until then, I've been Mike. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you real soon.